Let me start with the bold promise. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how I would cash out $1 million in stablecoins in 2025. Safely, legally, and with a few privacy-friendly options that live in the gray zone. I'm going to give you a clean step-by-step plan, plus backup routes if banks get weird, and a couple of advanced plays if you're optimizing taxes or privacy. Quick disclaimer before we jump in, this is not financial, tax, or legal advice. I'm sharing my research and my personal approach. Your situation is unique, and please do subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Let's get into it. Now here's the big picture. If I'm holding $1 million in stablecoins, think USDT, USDC. My goal is simple: convert to usable fiat with zero drama. That means no frozen bank accounts, no shady buyers, and no avoidable tax mistakes. So I split the plan into 3 lanes: the safe lane, the optimization lane, and the gray lane. Most of my money lives in the safe lane. A smaller slice goes to optimization. The tiniest slice, if any, goes to the gray lane. Alright, lane 1, the safe lane. This is what I would do for the majority of the funds. Step 1. I pick one primary exchange and one secondary exchange that are large, regulated, and used to big withdrawals. Think Coinbase or Binance, for example. I fully verify both accounts in advance. I set up strong security, whitelist my bank accounts, and test small deposits and withdrawals. I want everything warmed up before I move a cent of the big stack. Next, I choose a crypto-friendly bank. I'd avoid the small local bank that freaks out over the word crypto. I'd go with a bank or fintech that has seen large exchange wires before. I'd also keep a second bank account ready as a backup. Then I'd call my bank or message the manager and say, I'll be receiving a large investment liquidation from a regulated exchange. Expect wires. Now I start converting. If my entire stack is already in stablecoins, perfect. I transfer, say, $500,000 to the primary exchange. I sell into my target fiat, dollars or euros, using deep liquidity pairs. I take screenshots of the fills, download the trade receipts, and keep a neat PDF folder. Then I wire out to my bank. If my exchange has a daily cap, I split across a few days. If my bank has an incoming threshold that triggers reviews, I'm okay with that. Reviews happen. Documentation wins. Alright. That's the main pipe. But I don't like relying on one pipe. So I set up an OTC desk as my second pipe. Fully licensed, ideally connected to a major exchange brand. OTC can execute a large block at a fixed price with minimal slippage and walk me through the wire out. I'll usually pay a small spread, but I'll buy peace of mind. Next, I add direct redemption as an optional third pipe. If I'm holding USDC and I qualify with Circle, or I hold enough USDT and pass Tether's checks, I can redeem directly for fiat. This removes exchange risks and sometimes cuts fees. Now a quick word on crypto debit cards. I love them for convenience. I don't love them for cashing out $1 million. Cards are great for spending and small ATM withdrawals, not for liquidating a 7-figure stack. Limits and compliance friction will slow you down. Alright, lane 2. The optimization lane. This is where I try to reduce taxes and flags without breaking rules. The most useful tool here is borrowing against crypto. If I want liquidity without a taxable sale today, I can post stablecoins as collateral and take a loan in fiat. Loans are not income, so in many places there's no tax at the moment of borrowing. I target conservative loan to value because while stablecoins are stable, platform risk is real. Now, the next optimization is timing and residency. If I know I'm moving to a friendlier tax jurisdiction like the United Arab Emirates or another low-tax country, I might wait to realize the gain there. If I can't move, I can still spread the cash out across tax years to avoid jumping into the highest bracket. I'm not evading tax, I'm planning. That difference is what keeps you safe. Next, I think about bank optics. I don't split to avoid reporting. That's a great way to get flagged. Instead, I split for operational reasons. Maybe I do one wire from exchange A for $250,000, one wire from OTC for $250,000, and another from exchange B for $500,000. Each is clean and documented. If my bank wants statements, I give them a tidy PDF pack showing trades, timestamps, and wallets. Clean beats clever every time. Alright, lane 3. The gray lane. This is where privacy people lean in, and where I personally limit my exposure. Yes, P2P marketplaces exist. Yes, local cash deals exist. But in my opinion, for a 7-figure amount, the risk to reward ratio is bad. Counterparty risk, scams, chargebacks, physical safety, it's too much. If I really want a privacy slice, I keep it small. Maybe I sell a modest amount peer-to-peer with escrow to well-rated buyers and accept the premium they demand. I never meet strangers for huge cash trades. I never hand over my entire stack to someone who promises a miracle wire. Let's talk offshore and overseas. If I'm serious about optimizing taxes, I do it the right way. I change residency first, then I sell. That means getting the right visa, spending the required time, and following the rules. I don't pretend to move on paper while staying at home. That's how audit starts. Another play I'd consider is asset conversion abroad. Selling stablecoins via a licensed OTC in a low-tax hub, buying a property, then selling that property later so the funds are clean from an asset sale. Okay, let me give you a simple blueprint you can screenshot. 1. Set up 2 regulated exchanges, fully KYC'd. 2. Set up 1 licensed OTC relationship. 3. Set up 2 bank accounts, a primary crypto-friendly bank and a backup. 4. Prepare documents, exchange statements, wallet trails, ID, address proof. 5. Test small transfers in and out. 6. Convert and withdraw in staged blocks. 7. Keep a crypto card for everyday spending. 8. If you need to defer taxes, consider a conservative crypto-backed loan. 9. If you plan a residency move, finalize it before you sell. 10. Save every receipt and answer compliance questions quickly. Alright, let me add what I would not do. I would not try to use a no KYC miracle card to drain 7 figures. Limits are tiny, providers vanish, and you'll waste months. I would not rely on dozens of Bitcoin ATM withdrawals. Fees are brutal. I would not hand over my coins to an unlicensed broker. And I would not split transfers into tiny sub $10,000 chunks to avoid reports. That's how you get reported. Let's land this. Cashing out $1 million in 2025 is absolutely doable without drama if you prepare. In my opinion, the boring compliant path is how you protect your capital. The optimization tool helps you be smart without crossing lines. The gray stuff is there, but it's a garnish, not the meal. Be professional, be organized, and treat this like what it is. A major financial event that deserves a plan. If you found this useful, hit like so more people see. Subscribe if you want more practical, no-nonsense crypto content. And drop a comment. What's your biggest fear about cashing out? Banks, taxes, or privacy? I'm reading everything, and I might do a follow-up video showing the exact document checklist I use. Alright, that's it from me. Stay safe, stay smart, and I'll see you in the next one.